When it comes to secular, that means this worldly. Therefore, doesn't it mean excluding religion from schools and the public marketplace? Secular, I think, means the very opposite. It means we won't privilege any religion in the public marketplace or schools. I am glad that the Act that governs us here in Victoria and other states says Buddhist and Jewish and Islamic and Baha'i, they too can come in and teach. I think the fact that it's opt-in, parents just don't, out of lethargy, allow their kids to get religious education. They've got to choose, is actually respecting that sense of pluralism. Conceptually, I believe that any worldview, even perhaps some secular ones, can be argued to be faith-based. Naturalism incorporates an atheistic worldview. It's faith-based, I would argue, grounded in the belief that matter is all there is. Can anyone prove that proposition? Faith-based systems actually are always in contest and maybe are undergirding more of our education when we think it's secular than we understand. So, saying we know what secular means and we can simply remove faith-based religious education from schools and it's really a done deal, I think is naive. On climate change, we hear people say, well, isn't it just a scientific discussion? Many on the right will say, no, this is a religion. It's New Age religion here, David. And this is a religious urge going on. Many people are acting out of a spirituality that they feel around climate change, again, in contest. I come at it from my belief as a Christian that when the Bible says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, it's saying it's not just mine to exploit and to treat badly. The developing world and Asia is profoundly religious. In trying to understand this, even atheistic more systems, the communist system in China, we know that the Cultural Revolution so damaged over 10 years Confucianism, that sense of ethics and family and belief, that many Chinese commentators are saying we are troubled now that it's just materialism. The vacuum is enormous. And educators and government, communist officials, are actually turning to the Bible Society to say, can we bring the Bible into communist schools? Funny that there's less heat about the Bible in schools than maybe here in Victoria. Well, these are the stories that I think, when I taught them, and I've had a look at the Access Ministry stuff and where there's bad stuff, and we've heard some of it, yes, then we should be dealing with that. But if the vehicle is wrong, we can actually amend that rather than throw the baby out with the bathwater. These stories, I think, are profoundly important. They're the roots, not just of our culture, but of so many of the people who have inspired me. That's why I believe faith-based religious education has a place in our public schools.